Finally, we have here the new chapters of the Seven Deadly Sins. I'd say new chapters because, yes, as I said and as I predicted, and as it was plainly stated on the last chapter, this week we have two chapters of the Seven Deadly Sins, starting off with 231, Pride versus Wrath. So apparently the Seven Deadly Sins is this week's jam color cover. So we have Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins and a fellow from a manga I do not know. If any of you do know, is a Hunter versus Hunter? No. Maybe it's this one down here, SSG code 0. Maybe it is. Who knows? So here we are. Okay, so 25 page chapter, and also news on the anime, the second season of the anime, which will air next year. I'm also very much excited for that. Finally we'll be able to see not only the commandments but also the remaining sin, Escanor. Very good. Okay, here we are, 231, Pride versus Wrath. Alright. Let's go. Ooh, color page. Look at him, just... They both... Oh my god, the stature difference. Escanor is just fondling his moustache, just... As a result of his berserking, Meliodas' past brutal nature has taken over. The one man that stands in his way is the proud, mighty Escanor, the Almighty against the greatest evil. Alright. A human, watch your mouth. I'm in an extremely bad mood. Well, I'm in an extremely good one. Do you know why? Because this is the perfect chance for me to prove just how much stronger I am than you. Pride against Wrath. Well then, go on and struggle all you like. It just goes... It just slams Rita into, supposedly, Meliodas' head. But of course Meliodas has parried it with his sword. The energy. Jesus, they started. A human winning against a demon. Ha ha, of course. Cannot just... the look on his face is just priceless. It's just... This is the most ridiculous game of whack-a-mole I've seen in all my life. And I haven't seen many. His face. The look on his face. Ooh. Knee to the eyes. Okay, Meliodas makes a comeback. Okay. Meliodas, you little devil. Damn. He expelled Escanor from the cube. How is that possible? How? Oh wait. He didn't. Did he? Oh wait, no, that's... Never mind, that's the other side of the cube. Okay, that's the side that Meliodas is standing on. From the perspective, it almost looked, but no, now that I see, there's a line that defines the cube still, so okay. Holy heck, imagine when the anime gets to this part. Just imagine. Escanor goes full on again. Ooh. Right through the gut. He stabbed Escanor. Damn, son. Ooh. I'll teach you what it means to lay hands upon me. Oh God. Ow, that. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, come on. Seriously? Escanor lost. How is that possible? Jesus. Okay, I take back everything I've said in the last few chapters. Escanor is not stronger than Meliodas. Maybe he's stronger than normal mode Meliodas, but not demon mode Meliodas. Meliodas is unable to control the dark magic forces within him right now. His stolen memories have been completely taken over. If I take down Perfect Cube even for a moment, without a doubt he will kill us all. Oh, it's high noon. Ha! And I don't play Overwatch. Then is there any other way to stop him? It's about to be high noon. Escanor is about to explode. Well, yep. Word of warning. Acting thoughtlessly, though, theft will bring you a world of hell. It seems I must acknowledge something. Ooh, the wound just closed. You are indeed strong. Ooh, that is if you're not counting me. The pride never wavers. Holy heck, that is the high noon stance. Look at how beast he is. Holy heck, this man is a beast. King in that condition, Escanor is dangerous. He might seriously kill the captain. I can't believe that damn Escanor, unless this magical eye is broken, his total power level is 114,000 power level. What's wrong? Are you so shocked at my transformation that you can't even speak? Meliodas' expression has changed, that's a given. Ooh. Damn. Super slash. Ooh. The sheer energy. Damn. Oh, come on. That's Meliodas' punch, isn't it? Of course it had to be. Jesus. It seems the only thing that's changed was your tone. Thank God there's a second chapter after this. Thank goodness. As hope dries up, despair spreads. The legend of the Almighty has been crushed. Before the Almighty he barely bats an eye. Even at Escanor's peak he can't come close to the 10 Commandments Hera Meliodas. To be continued in chapter 232, the Almighty versus the Greatest Evil, which comes right away. Okay, here we go. Okay. He's simply toying with Escanor, who should have been getting more and more powerful by the moment. I can't believe it. That is the captain as he was during his renown as the true legend of the Demon Clan, the leader of the 10 Commandments, Meliodas. Meliodas is able to parry it all. Damn. With his bare hands. Jesus. seriously, what is this power? Of course he uses full counter. Just a little more. Okay. A new voice. A dark voice. Probably a demon's voice. Okay. So Escanor is losing steam. So because it's past high noon now, so he starts going back to his original form. Ooh. Meliodas broke his hand. Ow. Ooh. Meliodas is gonna be so pissed. Oh, and the sword just got stuck in there. There we go, bare-fisted. Just like Drew, man. Bam. Ow. Jesus. This fight. This is like an upgraded version of Ban versus Meliodas back in the day. Back in the beginning of the manga. You're entertaining me much more than I had expected. In fact, it's the most fun I've had since fighting my dear younger brother and my brethren. Indeed, you are an impressive human. To kill you would be a waste. Damn, Escanor is all beaten up. If even Escanor isn't able to stop him, then how are we supposed to stop the captain like that? He's stalled him long enough. It all comes down to this 1 minute. What was that about 1 minute, Merlin? His strength rises hour by hour along with the sun. And at high... Oh, okay, so it's not high noon yet. Oh, that's good. During that time, for just 1 minute, he becomes the invincible incarnation of power. And its name is... the One. Ooh, he's completely maniacal. Look at that. Look at his eyes. They are flames themselves. So you were still hiding something. Darkness versus the sun. This is so reminiscent. Divine 1,000 slices. Oh. Not but an inch. The prideful tattoo of the lion. Damn. Divine sword. Escanor. As a god of demons, how does it feel to be looked down upon by a human? And it's over. God damn it. From the clutches of defeat, Escanor completely turns the tables around. No matter what man, demon or god, he will not forgive being looked down upon. With his victory assured, his pride glows all the more. At the pinnacle of all stands this man, Escanor, to be concluded in chapter 233, Damage. I love that. There should be more double chapters like this. So glad we were able to watch the fight of Escanor versus Meliodas in one sitting instead of just waiting for the next week. That was amazing. Suzuki Nakaba, thank you so much for that. But, however, this is not passable without some tiny degree of critique. This fight introduced two completely new standards of power. Just I gotta be honest, I thought Escanor would be done for. Luckily he wasn't. Luckily he found something. It's the first time we saw the High Noon stance of power, like the one. Really, it was the first time. So that's what was able to truly counter Meliodas' demonic form. And now that we've seen it, I either think that we'll see it even more often, or that we will never see it again. Because maybe no need will arise for that. Because I don't think Escanor will ever fight a battle that it requires him to wield the top of his power. So it's debatable on whether or not, give me just a second, on whether or not Escanor will use the one once again. It depends on how long the future fights draw out. I am worried with Meliodas' power now, because on one hand it's uncontrollable as hell, so it's not viable for usage. On the other hand, it's overpowered as hell, and it should be used against the Ten Commandments. However, much like the one form of Escanor, I think that Meliodas' demon power will be used at least once again. Escanor's High Noon form, I think it will never be shown again, or just maybe just once again one day. But I find it more viable for Meliodas to fall back into berserk mode than Escanor needing to use the one power once again. Unless, of course, in his revenge fight against Estarossa, which I still believe it will happen. Estarossa is not dead on my books yet. So maybe in his fight against Estarossa will pull out his true power, and Escanor will be forced to at least stall the battle until High Noon, so that he can use the one form again. Although that seems cheesy, I think it's what will happen. Overall, the chapters were amazing. There's really nothing to be said about them, apart from these big discrepancies of power. Now, whose voice was that? Because that was a black speech voice, so that means it was a voice from someone evil. Not from Escanor, not from Meliodas, but from someone else. However, the voice it came, it said a thing, and then it went off. I think I might have missed it already. No, I have not. It's on page 6 of 232, at least by where I'm reading. The voice says that's it, just a little more. We really don't get to know whose voice this belongs to. It's not someone friendly, because Merlin reacts in a very concerned way to it. So, and Escanor seems to somehow react to it, or is just looking out for Meliodas. Maybe it's one of the demons. Maybe he understands that there's a flaw in the cube, as I believe there is. Maybe he understands that there's a flaw in the cube, and that the cube is soon to be shattered, and that if it shatters before Meliodas is put under control, well, things could go horribly wrong. So, I doubt it's Zaldoris. Monspier and the other lady who was always around with him, I forgot her name. I don't think that's them, because otherwise they would just fall into the attack. Garam has turned into stone, so that's probably unreasonable as well. Maybe Estarossa. Who knows? or maybe someone completely new, or someone that we know already but we don't see in this particular situation. So yeah, the chapters were amazing. I wish more mangas followed the example of making double chapters. Yes, One Piece, I am looking out for you. Sometimes you could really use a double chapter, because sometimes we just wish to read the next part of the story right away. A very good decision. The Seven Deadly Sins and Fairy Tail used to do that a lot, especially towards the end, making double chapters so that they could end a fight just like straightforward. And that's really good, especially for this fight. I would die of weight if I was forced to read 232 next week. So yes, this was very good. It set the bars ever higher and higher. Meliodas and Escanor have made a leap apart from the other sins, and that concerns me. It's not the first time I express concern over the power of the other sins, and it won't be the last. Until the end of the manga, it won't be the last time, I'm sure of it. So, but yeah, we will see how the story follows through. But this is it for the 7 Deadly Sins this week. A double chapter, an action-filled double chapter with blood, sweat, punches and slashes and pride versus wrath. Just overall amazing. My favorite character finally having a chance to shine. Although getting pretty well beaten, but it's all part of the deal. So, and as that is always good, my dear friends, my dear viewers, this is it for the 7 Deadly Sins. I do hope you have enjoyed these 2 chapters as much as I have, and please look forward for the next as much as I do. I'll see you guys on the next video, which will be this week's chapter of The Promised Neverland. And also, speaking of another videos, you have in the channel the very first gameplay video I've actually decided to record and release. It is the beginnings of my Skyrim adventures here on the channel. The character itself, it's not a new one, it's one that I played a little bit before actually recording, but it's this official start of the main adventure of that character. What I played was just some exploring and leveling up, just to cut out the boredom of the earlier levels. So if you're interested in Skyrim, just gameplay in general, and want to check it out, please do so and give me your opinion on that comment section, or in this one if you want me to keep doing Skyrim. I'll keep for a while and see how the response goes, even if you guys don't write anything in the comments, but I'll just keep it uploading it from time to time, and maybe bi-weekly or once a week, I haven't decided yet. So please do check that out if you are interested. But coming right up, we have The Promised Neverland, also very interesting to see where that is going. I'll see you then, bye bye.